Hello everyone, welcome back. In our today's video, we are going to be discussing about some of the NEET practice questions on the topic male reproductive system. Now let's begin with discussing about the questions. Which of the following is not a secondary sexual feature in male? Low pitched voice, beard and mustache, muscular buildup, absence of facial hair. So now one thing that you always need to keep in mind is when you are fixing one answer as right, you are supposed to also justify why the other answers or the other options are not the right answers. Okay, so now let's take it up one by one. The first option which is given is low pitched voice. Yes, men do have low pitched voice, women have a high pitched voice. Beard and mustache. Beard and mustache is, yes, a secondary sexual character of male, so that's not the answer. Muscular buildup. Yes, men do have a lot of muscles, so that is also not the right answer. So the correct option is absence of facial hair. So they have given that absence of facial hair is a secondary sexual character, which means men do not have facial hair, which is wrong. Men have facial hair. Now let's take a look at the second question. The structure that helps scrotum in remaining connected with the pelvic cavity. And the options that are given are inguinal canal, cremaster muscle, connective tissue and the Dartos muscle. So the correct answer is inguinal canal. Okay, because inguinal canal is the only connection which is going to be there between the abdomen and the scrotum. So how about the cremaster muscle, connective tissue and the Dartos muscles? So cremaster muscle and Dartos muscles are the muscles which are going to be helping the testis to remain in position inside the scrotum. So that is not the right answer. The other options are wrong, whereas option A, inguinal canal, is the correct answer. Now let's take a look at the third question. Which of the following protective covering helps in partitioning and dividing the interior of testis into lobules? So testis has three coverings, the tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea and the tunica vasculosa. So we have already discussed that in our previous video. So now the question is, which covering is going to be partitioning and dividing the interior of testis into many lobules? So the answer is tunica albuginea. So tunica albuginea is the tissue which is going to be dividing the testis into many lobules, which are known as the testicular lobules. So it's not tunica vaginalis, tunica vasculosa or tubuli recti. Alright, now let's take a look at the next question. These cells help in negative feedback control of sperms. Okay, so there are one group of cells which are present in the seminiferous tubule, which is going to help in production of inhibin. So this inhibin will be released when the sperm count increases. So which cell produces inhibin? Is it Leydig cell, Sertoli cells, spermatogenic cells or the germ cells? The answer is the Sertoli cells. The Sertoli cells are only going to be producing the hormone inhibin, and these cells only have negative feedback control over the sperms. Leydig cells produces testosterone, so that is not the answer. Spermatogenic cells are going to develop into the sperms, so that is also not the right answer. And how about the germ cells? Germ cells are nothing but the gametes, so that is also not the correct answer. So Sertoli cells is the correct answer here. Let's take a look at the fifth question. Which of the following is or are the constituents of seminal fluid? Fructose, prostaglandins, citrate, inositol or all of these? So the seminal fluid has got all of these secretions. So the correct option is option D, all of these. Alright, so let's move on to the sixth question. Secretion of which gland nourishes and activates the spermatozoa to swim? Is it vasa efferentia, pituitary gland, prostate gland or the Cowper's gland? Here pituitary gland is not going to be a part of the male reproductive system. It's completely ruled out from this. Okay, so option B is completely ruled out. Vasa efferentia is just the duct which is going to transport the sperms from the rete testis into the epididymis. So it does not have any role to activate the sperms. So option A is not the right answer. Option B is not the right answer. So moving on to option C. Option C is the prostate gland. So prostate gland secretion will activate the sperm. So that is the right answer because it has got a lot of calcium and all of those things which will activate the sperms. Okay, and why not Cowper's gland? Cowper's gland produces the neutralizing fluid. Okay, so it does not make the sperm to be activated or to swim. So that is not the right option as well. So answer is option C, the prostate gland. So let's move on to the seventh question. The average pH of semen is. So the average pH of semen is 7.5. Okay, it's not 6.5, 7 or 8. The correct answer is 7.5. Moving on to the eighth question. The bulk of semen is usually seminal vesicle fluid, spermatozoa, spermatid, alkaline mucus. So what is the meaning of bulk? Bulk means more amount of this only is going to be forming the semen. So 60% of the semen is formed by the seminal vesicle fluid. So the correct answer is the seminal vesicle fluid. So semen consists of the bulk of the seminal vesicle fluid. It's not the spermatozoa, spermatid or the alkaline mucus. Moving on to the ninth question. At what temperature sperms are preserved? So sperms are preserved at minus 100 degrees Celsius. So this is the correct temperature which is involved in preservation of the sperms. And the last question is, the condition in which testes fail to descend down is known as dash. The options are orchitis, cryptorchidism, hydrocele, none of these. The correct answer is cryptorchidism. So crypt means hidden and orchid means testis. So cryptorchidism is a condition where the testis fails to descend down and remains inside the abdomen. So what is orchitis? What is hydrocele? Orchitis is the inflammation of the testis. Okay, so the swelling of the testis is known as orchitis. And then what about hydrocele? Hydrocele is the accumulation of fluid. Accumulation of fluid in the scrotal sacs is what is known as hydrocele. So both are not related to descending of the testis here. So the correct answer is cryptorchidism. So that's it for today. In our upcoming videos, we will take up more preparatory and practice questions for NEET. Thank you so much for watching.